Greetings friends, and let's not stand on ceremony today because we are quite literally 10 to 12 or so bolts and a couple of arguments away from turning this into this. Plastic bag is optional. Let's begin. We start today by putting on a completely different set of gloves from the old ones. Yes, I have literally used up every single one of the 100 blue ones that I bought, so now I've got these ones instead. If that doesn't make you want to subscribe, I don't know what wouldn't. Hammer the like button and smash the comment section and go wild and sharing of the video, then I don't know what would. Right, let's begin. Where do we start? Anywhere really. On the passenger side I put on the upper first. This time we're going to put the lower on first. Let's do it. There isn't really any immediately easy way to do this other than just to kind of force the wishbone in and kind of hope that it marries up eventually. It's just a shame because you're scratching paint and I don't like doing that. So I'll leave that there. This should just find its way in. Oh, come on. Play the game. There we go. First one in, get the shim on. A wee bit of the old copper grease. Right. Go on loosely in for now. Let's get the other one in. Doesn't want to play ball. Ha! We have a problem. It's only on bolt number 2. I think I might have bent that out of shape. I think that's what's happened there. First couple of bolts and I've stressed out my nut. And it's starting to rain again. Marvellous. First job problem. Best laid plans and all that always go awry. This needs to be tapped back out. Before anyone goes, oh my god, the horror, I've got about 20 of these. One more quick shave. Won't someone think of the children? I know that's not how to do this, but you know, I think it's because I munged it up a little bit. Right, let's try this again. Put it there. And it's just as well this isn't my actual job, because if it was, I'd have been sacked a long time ago. There we go, that's that one in. Very nearly went for its own. That's what they're meant to do. There we go. That back on there. This back on here. Right, those are loosely tightened down just now. I will do the full talking and all that at the end. Next one, let's do the top wishbone. This one should be relatively easy. It just slots straight in, or it's supposed to just slot straight in. I've done it now, haven't I? I said it will be easy and it's not. Right, come on, a bit of brute force. Come on, get in there. Oh, we're in, quick. Not quite there yet, up a bit. That one's in. Oh, not quite. There it is. This one is going to take a bit of persuasion. Now what? This was a lot easier on the passenger side. Shock horror. Hit record, all goes. The usual. I think the bushing is out of alignment. I think that's the problem. You know how I said we were only like 8 to 12 bolts away from this being a dawdle? Well, that was a lot of bullshit. It's lined up, but it's just not willing to come through the gap. I dare say it, I was probably supposed to put it in the other way around, but... See, it's there, look! It's right there. See? But it's just not willing to come out. It's so frustrating. Right, there we go. Use the substitute hammer and we're getting somewhere. Now can I do the same on this side? It's just not lining up. Why was this so easy on the passenger side, but it's falling apart on the passenger driver? Oh fuck. I think the problem is that the bushes are not fully centred in there, and that's what's causing this, but yeah, this is frustrating. Give me a minute, I'll get this worked out somehow. Doesn't help that it's extremely muggy and clammy here in Scotland now. Thunder and lightning, rain every 20 minutes or so. Sweat like a pig. Right, let's try this again.
My name's Jeff.
One eternity later.
They're there, they're there, they're there. Get that the hole, auntie. You're through, you're through, you're through, you're through, you're through. What I've done there is use a combination of I'm fucking fed up with this and a bit of sheer speed. Sorry if I didn't get all that on film, but yeah, this is like I'm getting really tired of everything not wanting to go back together. I actually had to stop the camera there and just take a minute to figure this out myself. Basically, the bushes are actually in a line. I checked it, so I just thought, this, I'm going for it. Perfect. Oh, bloody hell. Right, a wee bit of the old grease. And then we only have one last big bit of the puzzle to put back together, which I'm not looking forward to doing. That was absolutely everything that I didn't want it to be, because these were meant to be the easy bits. The bits that I had a real struggle with on the other side that I done was this. So yeah, this is going to be fun. Please just work. I am making heavy weather of this, just like the weather here in Scotland right now. I'm not going to complain about that again, but we now need to move on and get this all married up, which means we've got to get the lower wishbone, the drive shaft, the upper wishbone, and this all married back together. And this is a pig of a job. I've already done this on the passenger side. This was the worst bit that I had to do on that side, so yeah. Considering how we're going so far, this is looking really good. So the first thing I'm going to do is lift up the lower wishbone. I'm going to lock it in place temporarily with the shock absorber, just so that I've got some, basically some pinch space, so that I've got something to work with. And then what we need to do is get this out the way, and this should fit in here, but it doesn't, just like the passenger side didn't, and it's going to require a lot of wrestling to get it in. So you bastard! Ow! Nope. Ah, come on! This is like 100 thou off. It's literally nothing off, but it just won't go in. This passenger side was sheer blind luck that it eventually went in. This though, I'm not going to lose the plot, I'm not going to lose the plot, I'm not going to lose the plot. Please tell me that's moved it enough. Nope, not quite. Not quite enough. Ah, come on, come on, come on, you bastards. No, it's fine. Yes! Now I'm absolutely petrified to move. Get that out of the way. Go put a bit of the old grease in here just to make sure that this doesn't rust up again. There's my long bolt. Putting on even more copper grease in here so that this doesn't get stuck together ever again. I mean, I know that this will all eventually wash out, but you know, every little helps. Right, next bit. Let's grease this mother up. I've already put on a bit of a kind of rust remover thingy-majig on this to stop this from corroding any more than it already has. Lovely. And we'll put a wee bit in there. And all around. Swimming in grease. That's what we want. Right, so that's now slightly in place. Now, got to get this in. This is a bit of a pain in the arse. Right, it's there. Let it find the teeth and engage. That looks like that's engaged. Right, so that's up. And now just need to marry these two back together. Oh, there we are, we're in. Job's a good one. And then the last nut, for this section anyway. Yeah, it's pulling it. It's fine. Perfect. And with that, that is the last nut on. I will get the hole punch thingy-majiggery in, batter that down after I do all the torquing, and as if by magic, that will now all magically appear on the screen right now, here, somewhere, for everything that's in here. And then I'm going to take a break, and then we'll come back and we'll get the last jobs done, which is the brake disc, brake pads, caliper, all that good stuff, and then we're actually finished on the rear of Scarlett. We're almost there. After a quick break, we are now on the home stretch of the rear rebuild on Scarlett. Time to get the brakes back on and get all this sorted. I've already been at this with a degreaser and sorted that all out. Let's get the brake disc on first, because you've got to, unfortunately. As much as I would rather put the bracket on first, we can't, because we've got to put this on, then get the bracket. And this sits in here, roughly. This is a bit blind. That's that. Next bit is where it gets really irritating. These damn little clips which have to sit in, basically in there, and then just move about, which is so irritating. And then we can put the pads in. The reason I say that these are really irritating is because the way to do it is an absolute pig. So it's got to sit in here, right up and under there. And this one's got to sit right down in there. Bit of the old grease on the ends just to stop from squeaks. And now to try and shoehorn these bastards in here, which is nigh on effing impossible. Aye! Do that again. God, fuck. Oh my God, I'm going to kill someone. Again. What a bit. Nearly. Gonna need to clean the pad again, but. Right. Let's pretend that didn't just happen. This is a freaking joke. Right, in, stay, don't effing leave. And right in the middle of all that, my GoPro's just stopped working. That entire portion of the video is probably completely gone now, but yeah, no matter. We're nearly making an absolute arse of this anyway, so yeah. Come on. Just please, just work. This is like just torture. Come on! Honest to God, I think I would rather pickle myself in vinegar right now than do this again. This is a pain in the arse. If it wasn't for the fact that I know that you get brake judder from this, I wouldn't leave these off. Genuinely, I'd leave them off. Could I even get away with... Nah, that won't work. This is just kicking my arse. That's in again. I'm pushing that up with everything I've got. Well, that's fantastic. I mean, it fits without the need to have the... They are there for a reason. Okay, that looks like that's in. So... No, don't do that, don't! Please. Please just go in. Please!
Why does it always rain on me?
I'm losing the plot. Right. This is just so fucking annoying. Right, that's in. Don't you fucking dare. Don't you effing dare. Please! Neighbours are. Come on. Get in there. Yes. Fuck it. Goose flabber, goose flabber, goose flabber. Oh, fuck me, it's all over the shop now. So that's now going. That's in. Just. That is in, right? How the hell am I meant to put tensioners on this when I can't even get the brake pads in? Now we need to put a bit of copper grease over this. Okay. So I'm going to sit that back a bit just to put some tension on the pad now, just so that this doesn't fully fall apart. If I let this go and this springs are free. No, you did, don't do that, why did you do that, Ellie? Why did you fucking let that go? Why did you let that go? Tensioners. I mean, don't need them for this because it's literally wanting to fall apart. Oh, come on, get out the packet, get out the packet. Right. Tensioner number one. This just sits in here. Pushes the pad right out the thing, which I didn't need because now this has totally fucked me and I'm back to square one. This is just absolute fucking disaster. We're back to square one. Tensioners in. Tensioner one. Tensioner 2, I think that's in. Right, that's in. Pretty sure that's not the way around it's meant to go, but I couldn't give a fuck anymore at this point. I think I would rather just... yeah, that is the way around, right, that's fine. Right, tensioners are in, everything's on. Okay. My hand. No, don't you dare. Has that fell out because of my hand slipping? It fucking has, you know. I don't believe that. I can't fucking believe that. Wow. Get fucking in there, you utter piece of horse manure. No. Not again. Not again. You're doing it. You're doing it this time. In. You better be fucking in. You're not in. Again, you fell out. You are an absolute fucking disgrace. That's what you are. Oh, just fucking take it all apart. I'm fucking so fucking fed up with this now. And that fucking bird's doing my nut in and all. Fuck you. Fuck you. Just fuck off. Edit. I think it's been a long day. We'll give this one last try. Preferably without my gloves being absolutely caked in fucking copper grease. Right. So that's back in. Tensioner back in. Again. Fucking making my life a living hell. And then this one goes in here somehow. That tensioner's in. These are both in. Now the problem is always this top bit, so if I can line this up. No! No! God damn you. I don't believe that. I actually don't fucking motherfucker. How the fuck are you meant to do this? This is impossible. This is actually fucking impossible. How the hell are you meant to do this? I can't do this. I am actually at the stage now where I'm ready to say, fuck this, I'm not putting the tensioners in. Because this is just not funny anymore. It's never been fucking funny. Oh my god. This is just fucking... This is a nightmare. This is my nightmare. This is actually... It slipped out again because of this effing tensioner. I'm going to cry in a minute. I'm going to fucking cry. Well, at least this has opened up the shims. Fucking for real. How do mechanics do this? Right. That's in. Wow, that nearly took my eye out. Not today. Come on. Okay. We're at the point where it all goes tits up normally. Let's try and not make that happen this time. Please, I beg you. So, with my hand there, how can I do this without this all pinging apart? Okay. Okay. back up a bit. That's all connected. Yes. Are you kidding me? Is that caliper not backed off? Is that why this keeps falling apart? Nah, can't be that. It's got to be this. There it is. There it is. There it is. Yes! I'd like to thank my family. That was horrible. That was absolutely fucking horrible. That is the worst job I think I've ever done. Where's the thing? There you are. I am, yeah. Right now, I just feel like I'm just fucking finished here. I can't even find the 10mm. Sorry about all my angry outbursts during this, but yeah, that has to be one of the worst jobs I've ever actually done, to be honest. But it's done now. This one's on, and a little bit of behind the scenes for you. I got so impatient, and it was raining the other day when I put the passenger side on. I actually stopped and just flung everything together without the shims or the tensioners on the passenger side, so I now need to go and take that apart and put them back on. Yep, but that's for me to worry about, not you. We will finish this off though today, so the last thing we need to do is make sure that the handbrake will work on this side, and in order to do that I've got the handbrake off. So currently it's all spinning, but it's a little bit tight. You can hear it, right? When you turn it, it's grabbing, so we don't want it to do that. So, son of a bitch, this job's killed me today. Ow! We need to get in here to the fucking 14mm that's on the back of this, get this off, and then get a 4mm hex in and back that off slightly. My pinky, my hands. This has been grueling today. This definitely has. Right, that's just exploded and went all over the place, no matter. There's the thing. So that's the 14mm bolt out. And then we just get the hex key. And that goes in here somewhere and should locate. So I don't want to loosen it. Quarter ton. Another quarter ton. That should do it, and then if I pull this out, hopefully that doesn't bring the gear with it. Put the handbrake on. Yeah, with the handbrake on, that's solid, that's not going anywhere, so yeah. It's done. Yeah, everything's back on, all solid, all ticked. And with that, yeah, that's it, that's all ticked, that's all done. The only thing left to do now is put the sway bar back on. Then we can get Scarlett back on the ground. Yes, believe it or not, it is indeed a new day, and unfortunately I have finished all the work now. I say unfortunately, more fortunately, because when you left me, obviously much swearing, anger, aggression, rage, all that sort of stuff, and then it started raining as I went to start doing the sway bar and the drop links. So yeah, I done all that today off camera, and I've also fitted in the shims and the tensioners on the passenger side as well, and that's all now back together. Believe it or not, I done that in 20 minutes. I think I found out how you put these in properly. You kind of push it in and up and then force it in, and then it will ride up onto the shim and then sit in place. Now, I spent a good hour on the driver's side forcing that. Don't get me wrong, to get the shims in, it still was a bit fiddly, but I got it in, like I say, second attempt on this side. So yeah, you live, you learn, all that sort of stuff. But all that to one side, we are more or less done for today, and what that means is, well, this
Magic.
And with that, she's back on her wheels at long last, after what has been the thick end of 3 months. It was the tail end of May that I jacked Scarlett up on the rear and thought, yeah, this will only take 2 to 3 weeks and then she'll be back on the ground again. Yeah, that didn't happen. It's now August. So yeah, when I say that it has taken a lot longer than I expected, it really has. I mean, 3 weeks is what I thought. It's more like 3 months now in the end, but it's done now. She's back on her wheels, and with that, that means we are at the end of this part of the project, and I've got to be honest, I am delighted that we are at the end of it, because this has been nothing short of horrendous doing the rear end, and I only done the bits I really needed to do. There's still more that I could have done, but I haven't. Just from the start, right at the end of May, when I was dealing with seized bolts, then having to do the grinding back of all the old wishbones to get them all rid of all the loose rust and everything. That took days to do that. It was horrific. And then obviously the wishbones, putting in the bushings, that's probably the worst and most frustrating thing I've ever had to do, apart from the the brake disc on the driver's side from this video. I don't know, maybe that eclipses it. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. On that though, we are now finished. The state of this paint is dreadful. Something we'll need to address in the future, but yes, we are now done. And what that means is we move on to what will be the last spannering episode of Crusty Diaries. Yes, I now need to sit and lament for a wee while, looking at Scarlett for probably the thick end of an hour and thinking, well, doesn't she look good being on her wheels? And then take her straight back off them again, because I need to jack her up for hopefully the last time on the front, because we're going to be doing the hard lines for the brakes and the flexes and the new calipers on the front. So yeah, that'll be on the next one. Obviously, if you have sat through the entirety of this episode, and I do know it's going to be a long one, this one, thank you very much. I do truly appreciate it, honestly, if you've managed to sit and watch this entire thing. Wow, because I know already there's about 5 hours worth of recorded footage, which I will now edit down as mercilessly as possible to under an hour. But yeah, if you have sat through all of this, thank you, I do truly appreciate it. And on that note, we'll call it quits. As always, thank you very much, take care and all that, and yeah, I will see you on the next one. Bye.